Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can make $54,000 in just under 4 minutes. That's right, today we are back with another time trials. I said that I was going to be doing a complete guide every time a new one of these has come out, and it is Monday, meaning a new time trial is available, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do end to end, which out of all the time trials I've done so far is one of the more difficult, but also one of the more straightforward time trials. So it's easy, but you've got to really be on your game in order to get underneath that time. So basically, you're starting from the docks where you deliver Simeon imported vehicles, and basically you're going up to the most northern point of Paleto Bay. That's why it's called end to end. Now, in order to do this properly, you're going to need a fully upgraded sports bike. I'm using the Bati 801. You can choose whatever bike you're most comfortable with. That is actually the motorcycle that I have found the most success with, and I'll explain my reasoning in a little bit. Basically, there's only 5 turns throughout this entire time trial that you need to do. The first one is going to be exiting the docks from the start. Basically, you're just going to need to maneuver your way around through the traffic barriers and lights that you see in the parking lot. If you did exactly what I did at the start of the video, you should have no problem. From there, you're basically going to make a turn onto the highway. In a little bit, I'll explain that you're going to need to go through the opposite way through a tunnel, and then the final turn once you see the last checkpoint. So it's fairly straightforward. And the reason I recommend that you use a sports bike is because every single chance you can, you're going to need to wheelie, and you're going to need to go up on your back wheel. Now, for whatever reason, in Grand Theft Auto 5, when you do wheelies on motorcycles, you go significantly faster than if you were just riding on 2 wheels. That is what's going to allow you to successfully get under the par time. I don't even care if it's for a second and a half. If you have a second and a half of free time, you need to be wheeling and getting up on one wheel. And you can see me doing it a lot throughout this video, and that's ultimately what saves me, because I did not do a perfect run. I was not flawless on this. When you saw me getting on to the initial highway, you know, I ran into the barrier and I like bumped up against a few cars. So you do not have to be 100% perfect if you follow these exact steps of wheeling every chance you get. Another tip I can give you is taking as many shortcuts as possible. One of them is actually going on the opposite side of the road when you actually reach the tunnel very close to northern Paleto Bay. Basically, the only thing you have to be very careful about here is running into other cars, since they're going to be coming head on at you. And also, if there's a road with like a really big curve, don't take the curve. Go as straight as possible so that 1, you can cut down on time, and 2, you can use that straightaway to actually do one of the wheelies. You can get up on one wheel, and that's going to cut your time down even more. Now, the only other thing I can suggest is just be very careful when you reach the end and you're going into that off-roading period, because if you hit a little bump or if you hit a rock, that can totally screw you up at the end. And you can see I was kind of taking it easy here at the end because I knew I had a few more seconds. So you can definitely get this time under 4 minutes. In fact, I have seen times under 4 minutes, and you will notice if you're able to do this correctly, your payout will be $54,000, and just a little over, or depending on if you're quick enough, a little under 4 minutes, which is a great reward. So just to give you guys a quick recap, you're going to need a fully souped up bike. You're going to need to be very careful in mastering the wheeling and using that as best as possible. There's only about 4 turns, but you definitely need to be careful on all 4 of those turns. And basically, just don't mess up. I know that sounds easy, but if you run into a back of a car and you get knocked off your bike, that's pretty much it, and you're going to need to go back and turn around and do it all over again. And definitely no shame in that. I did not get this on my first try. I think it took me 3 or 4 tries to get this done. But ultimately, at the end of the day, $54,000 in about 4 minutes is not a bad day at the office. Anyways, hopefully you guys found this video helpful. Once again, I'm going to be doing all the time trials and telling you guys the best ways to complete them once they are released every Monday. If you guys did go on to enjoy the video, a like rating would be awesome. And of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily Grand Theft Auto 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.